of Egypt. Yeah.
Right, and you are getting into movies as well. How's that working out?
That's going really well. Kate Lanier, who wrote Set It Off and who worked on the Tina Turner story, is writing this project for me that I'm really excited about. And we got together, I guess it was like last month. She's off writing now, and we kind of set the beats of the story and what's going on with it. Actually, my acting coach, myself, and Kate got together, and I'm writing the music around, like, you know, the specific parts in the movie, you know, that will be applicable to the songs or whatever, or doing certain remakes and stuff. And I'm going to start working on the soundtrack really soon for that.
Can you already tell us a little bit of what it's going to be about?
That movie is about a singer set in like the early 80s, and it's kind of maybe a little bit grittier than what people would expect me to do for my first thing, but I think it's going to be really good. I think the soundtrack's going to be really good.
And how do you prepare for something like that? Because it's totally different from what you're doing right now.
Well, that project, I don't feel like it's going to take that much preparation because, I mean, because the character is a singer, I'm going to draw from a lot of my own experiences, but that character has a different past than I do, has different things she's going to go through. So I'll apply different things in my life that I can relate to those situations. But I've been studying acting for like 2 years, you know, really seriously. And before that, when I was a little girl, I studied as well. So it's not like it's something that I didn't want to do in the past. It's just something that I wasn't really on the agenda.
On the big full agenda.
Yeah, wasn't on the agenda. So now it is.
But you say like that project, you're talking about it like there's already another project.
There's another project called 00 Soul, which is with Chris Tucker. That is something that we've been kind of going back and forth with and trying to make happen, and we're really close. We were supposed to start filming in the summer, then the fall, but like with movies, things always get pushed back and pushed forward. So hopefully that'll happen before I start my other project, because I really want to do that. But when my thing is ready to go, I'm going to jump into that. So
it's funny that you say like jump into that, because you seem like a person who does that, like, oh, that's cool, we're just going to jump into it and do it.
That's how I am. If I make my mind about something, I have to do it and not think about it too much if it's a big major decision. Like I mean, I think things out a lot and really try to plan things out or whatever, but with some certain decisions I just have to make them and do them,
because otherwise you probably get scared or nervous or...
Yeah, I can't do that. It's like at certain points in your life you just know when it's right to do something and you just jump in and go.
Is this like the Mariah Carey I got to know for the first time through music? Seems totally different than the Mariah we got right now. Is that like a conscious thing, or did it just happen over the years?
Well, first of all, I mean, I was really young when I started, so we have to remember that. That's whenever someone kind of grows up almost, you know, in the public eye. When you go from starting out as basically a teenager, you know, and you grow up and you make an album every year and you learn the business, you grow up quickly. I mean, I already had the type of childhood that sort of forced me to grow up really, you know, quickly. I grew up on my own a lot, moved around a lot, spent a lot of time by myself, was very ambitious, got into studios and writing at like 13, 14, started backup singing at like 17, you know, so, or 16. And I, you know, then I got my record deal right out of high school. You know, I had like a year of struggling and then started making records. And the thing about it is, the person that is now, you know, seen on TV and speaking in interviews is who I've always been. But in the past, I was always made to feel kind of paranoid that if I had too much of a personality, or if I looked too, I don't know, sexy or whatever you want to call it in videos, or provocative, whatever, you know, that it would be threatening to people. And, you know, if my songs were too much to the left of center, you know, that it wasn't going to be acceptable to the masses. And I just, you know, I got to a place in my life where it was like, look, this is what I want to do, this is who I am. You can't keep just, not that I look at any of the things that I've done in the past and say, oh, there's certain songs that aren't my favorite from the past, but not that I look back and say, you know, I hate this or that wasn't me. That's another part of me. But now I'm just